it is 2:30 in the morning. I had no intention to start the video like this, but I woke up, thought I had 8 hours of sleep, that I was gonna be late, and that I need to go to the gym. Didn't look at the clock. Took a scoop of pre-workout, started reading my book, and wrote out all my tasks for the day, which I usually do. Look at the clock, see that it was like 2:20 at the time, and that's how I'm starting my day. All right, so this is what I'm currently doing. We acquired a new facility. It's about 130 or so units. I'm pretty much putting all this information in for our software. For 6 storage, we are naming each unit, what size it is, what tenants are renting in for it, what's their email, their mobile number, what the rate is, if it's a drive up, a parking, all this stuff. I'm importing information from an old T12 and rent roll, and it is the worst thing ever. Highly suggest that you get a VA to do a majority of this. This has taken me hours on end to organize and redo. Our last facility, it was as easy as drag and drop, but some facilities that we own, this is what it looks like. And then after that, once it's done, they'll build you your website. It will look something like this, where you have all your unit counts. You can go up here, you can go to parking. It'll tell you how much parking you have, and it will tell you who's paid, who hasn't paid, stuff like that. So they build this all out for you. They sync it to your website. They make it all automated. But if you mess anything up, you're going to be paying a huge fee to change everything. So you have to make sure everything is good. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, if you guys end up going with 6 storage rather than easy storage solutions, which I prefer 6 storage, then you're going to have to do this at one point when you are moving companies or you are acquiring a new facility. So this is what it looks like. Been crushing some work. Got a lot done for our storage facilities. I am now underwriting for a new deal that we are currently working on. My buddy is the one in charge of it. He's the one that has been in talks with the owner, and I'm beyond excited to show you guys at least how we're underwriting this. Very simple, very easy. You shouldn't be struggling whatsoever to underwrite a self-storage facility. I'm going to show you the bare bones basics. I'm not going to go deep into how to underwrite a 120,000 unit facility. Real estate should be easy, right? You should be able to make an offer pretty quickly. It should be a decent offer. It should be able to get you through the door, and it may be embarrassing. But if your offer is not embarrassing, then you're not offering right. So I'm going to go through a little bit of how we're working through this, how we make offers. Then yeah, let's get to it. This guy wants $350. It works very well at $350. But obviously it's 48 units, 1.3 acres, pretty small. There's 32 10 by 10s. There's 16 10 by 20s. We just added the parking because there's literally half an acre of land that we can put parking on that's just vacant. We could probably put more than 5 pieces of parking, but we're just gonna put 5 that the current owner owns. But he would rent from us for $1,000 a month, which is currently what he would be paying. This is what it's doing right now. On this left side of the analysis is what it's currently doing right now. On the right side is what we think we can bring it up to. So when you look at this, we have, like I said, $3,270, $1,620. So it makes about $4,000 a month, $4,100 a month, resulting in $50 a year just off the storage units. Now for parking, we know that it could make generally around this much. With the warehouse and the parking, it makes about $1,200, $1,250 a month. We'll make $15,000 a year. So adding these two together, $59,000 in total income. We put a vacancy of 10%. Which is really, really, really high. We did underwrite it at a 30% vacancy, and numbers still looked good. But we're just messing with some numbers, and we put 10% expenses. We are going off of what our facility about 10 miles north of it is doing, because we are in a small tertiary market of about like 5,000 people. Like, I mean, this is bare bones small. So real estate taxes, you want to get that from the assessor's office. Property insurance, we got somewhat of a quote from our buddy. Marketing and advertising, we barely need to advertise. People have been in there for years. We really don't think it's going to cost a lot, but this could be a wrong number. But our facility up north, we literally have spent like $50 within the last year. Payroll and benefits, we put $3,000 because we're probably gonna have a VA run this. We'll probably pay them $3,000 a year to run it. Repairs and maintenance, $2,500. It's pretty good, pretty clear shape. Utilities, about $2,000. We think we can get the owner to pay this since he is gonna be running the fireworks shop, but we're gonna keep it there just in case. So we're running at a 24% expense ratio, which is rare. If you were to do a really quick analysis, I would just mess with the numbers until it says 38. 38 is generally my ballpark number. And then I'd put like 17% vacancy. And so if you were to go in here and you're doing your own facility, I would add in just my normal 10 by 10, 10 by 20, my unit mix, what it's doing. And then I would put in the vacancy, stuff like that. And then I would go ahead and start messing with the numbers till I get 38% expense ratio, and then go from there. Okay, so from here, it's telling you at cap rate 15, it's worth 300, and obviously as the cap rate goes lower, the more it's worth. Do I think it's a 5% cap? Absolutely not. So we're gonna offer 225. We are way below asking. He's asking 350. But like I said, if your offer is not embarrassing, then why not? But the numbers still look pretty good at 350, and I can show you that in a little bit. We're doing an interest rate of 6.5 because we know the bank that would be lending to us. They lend to us periodically. They trust us. We have a relationship with them. But even at a 7%, still works pretty well. And what this is showing us is how much money it's making. So total income, as we said before, $59,000. After expenses, we get $45,000. So 59 minus 14, 45. The debt, this is how much it's going to be with the interest rate, the debt from the bank that's going to be, we have to pay off. Annually, it's about 16,000. So that means we're cash flowing 28,000 a year to 2.3 a month. And total out of pocket cost is 58,000. So what's so beautiful about this is like, as is, right? At the price point that we're offering at. If you went and put 58,000, like sub $60,000, right? In literally 2 years, you're literally getting your money back in 2 years. And so your risk is out, right? And then all this becomes a straight money to your pocket. So incredible. Cash on cash is 50.9. ROI is 48.8. This sounds absolutely impossible to do, but we did it on our last facility, and that's why I love being in the tertiaries. 275,000. Let's see what that looks like. So you're still making 2,000 a month. Cash on cash 36, ROI 35.5. Your DSCR is 2.2. Total out of pocket cost 71. And so in like 3 years, you'll probably have it paid off, 3.5 maybe. But even at 275, you know, like he's asking 350, like 350. You still make 1,600 a month, 23.1, 22.5. Your out of pocket cost is $90,000. So now it's gonna probably take 5 years to pay off, 4.5. But like I said, I think we can get this guy at 225. It's been on market since August, and then worst comes to worst, we end up paying 250. Like, not the end of the world. But this is as is, guys. This is as is. So if we go over here, this is like, we did a $10 rent increase. We did a $5 rent increase. This has stayed the same. This stayed the same. And just that alone, like, still the same 10%. Still the same expenses. Yes, the expense ratio is different, but that's because you're making more income. At the end of the day, you're making $28.96, which is compared to the $23.87. Like, yeah, you're making $500 more, but this is like barely any increase, right? And so we're almost making sub $3,000 a month, 22% cap rate. Like, it doesn't really matter, but I just think it's funny, you know, like you can buy this at 22% cap rate. We could probably sell this to somebody, flip it in a year, make some good cash. We could probably sell it, I think, for $450, $500 when we got it for $225 in a year. and just hopefully double what you made, right? Like, it's just ridiculous. So yes, you're cash flowing $3,000, but if you could sell this in a year and flip it to somebody, maybe some new investor, post it on Facebook Marketplace, like, dude, you're doing solid. So you guys were able to see how I set up SIG storage, how I get ready to import certain things to get my sitemap ready for the SIG storage software. And then we went into a deep dive of underwriting. Now, if you guys like that underwriting, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about it. Comment down below, because I do not know if you guys like these vlog styles. I enjoy them because it's like a documentary for me. It's like a journey where I could journal everything and let you guys know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm buying. This is how I'm buying for, right? And so I enjoy it. But if you guys don't like it, we can always get on Zoom. We can always do something of that matter, and I could show you guys a better, more clear way rather than putting camera to screen. So let me know. Would love to help. Would love to be on this journey with you guys. So if you guys need anything, please reach out to me via Instagram. And if Instagram don't work, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we can have a conversation in the comments. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys. I'm here for you guys. Let's keep learning. Let's keep growing. And let's find some deals.
I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I can't be sure, but I'ma keep on steering.